my tribal chief of the Tuesday evening, March the 15th, 2022. It's almost St. Patrick's Day. You know what that means. All those Irish people, you're gonna get drunk. 2 days until all the Irish people get drunk, if you know what I mean. That's that. Also, this Sunday is the beginning of spring. So, already had daylight savings time. We flipped over an hour. So, the sun's going to go down in about 25, almost about. It is what it is. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Anyway, like I was saying before I got cut off, beautiful, sunny, warm Tuesday afternoon. Glad to be part of your evening here, right here on Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like pants down below in the description box. And don't forget to that bell, slap it like it's your mama, and turn on all notifications so you never ever miss upload. Don't forget to share the video all over the internet, and follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And it is what it is. Alright, hope everybody had a great Tuesday. It was nice and warm here in the Northeast. My phone said 65 degrees today. Didn't feel like it, but still pretty nice and sunny. Sunny day. About to hit the evening and the nighttime. I'm just going to close Tuesday out as we're getting closer and closer to St. Patrick's Day and spring officially starting on Sunday. And baseball coming up. Well, spring training on Friday. The Mets and the Houston Assholes. So we got a couple of weeks of spring training baseball. And then April the 7th, that's when the real games begin. The start of the 2022 season. The Mets will be at the Washington Nationals in Washington Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from April 7th to April 10th. So they'll be playing on Palm Sunday. And then they'll be playing on Easter, of course, the week after that. That's April 15th is their home opener. Easter weekend, April 15th, 16th, and 17th against the Arizona Diamondbacks. That should be fun. Jacob deGrom is the official opening day starter, so you know that's going to be a winner, hopefully. Scher's going to go number 2. Chris Battis at number 3. Possibly Taijuan Walker, depending on his knee. Oh, he's in camp, so all depends on how his knee holds up. And we'll see what happens with that at number 4. And probably a dogfight for number 5 with Carrasco, Peterson, and McGill. And we'll see if any deals get done over the weekend going into the season. Carlos Correa hasn't signed yet, but I'm hearing he might sign a 1-year deal. That's not what he wanted, but it is what it is. Well, the Yankees actually woke up. Oh, you may change your name, huh? Anyway, so going back to the New York Skankies, and they actually woke up and made a deal to get rid of Barry Sanchez and Gio Urshela to the Twins. They sent the Twins to pick up Josh Donaldson, a shortstop, I can't even pronounce his name, IFK, and some other guy. It's okay. I think it's a fair trade, get Donaldson, who's a nutcase. Him and Garrett Cole do not like each other, even though they did talk yesterday, civil talks. Who knows what's going to happen during the season? They'll probably be fighting in the bullpen or something like that, or in the clubhouse. I think it's a fair trade, but I guess, damaged goods for damaged goods. You get rid of damaged goods Sanchez, who can't freaking catch and can't hit that much. You get rid of pretty decent, I think, what do you play? Third base or shortstop. Get rid of him, you kind of get a shortstop back, but it's not that great. So, kind of an ant trade for the Yankees. They're thinking about getting Anthony Rizzo back. He played last year, played first base for the Skankies. Yeah, I think the Yankees will stay pat unless they make a huge deal by the end of spring training and going into the season. But I don't know. Besides Garrett Cole, the rotation's kind of the offense. You still got Judgy Wudgy, Stanton Royd. That's John Carlos Stanton for you dumb people at home who don't know. They got some big bats. Donaldson comes in as a big bat and plays third base. So got really big bats, but the rest of the stupid freaking internet connection. I want to break this fucking router. But we digress. We continue on. So I apologize for going in and out. So I can't help it. So we move on from there. All right. So yeah. So the Yankees made a semi-big deal. Has to bring, what's he gonna do with McNeil, with Dom Smith? You're gonna get another big bat. I don't know who, but Nelson Cruz is off the DH list. Damn this fucking internet. No, I don't know. Sometimes it goes good, sometimes it goes bad. So if I keep going in and out, then I apologize. So what do you want me to do? We're going to move on. That's what we're going to do. All right, let's move on from all the baseball stuff and all the St. Patrick's Day stuff and the spring coming your way this Saturday. That's it. Pretty soon we'll be talking about Easter pretty soon. A couple weeks. We've got WrestleMania, of course, in a couple weeks. Baseball season, like I said. So we're rolling into April right here on the channel. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into the chat really quickly before we get into this Monday night review. Where we get that. All right, like I said, we got my tribal chief in the chat, Nick Infante 92. What's going on, Nick? It is showtime. Yes, it is. That too. And we move on. Kenny's in the chat. Kenny, I had to take your wrench away. So, because you did a little bit of naughty things behind the scenes. Want to slander my name, Kenny? Slander other people's names here on other people's chats. Oh, I know. You think you know, but you don't. What me and my mods do behind the scenes, especially me and Lauren and Prince Manuel, or Prince Idol, but we talk, Kenny. So I had to take your thing away. So I apologize. So, but you're still welcome to come in here. But you're gonna go on other people's chats and slander our names, then really don't come back here. I'm sorry. You can go on that other clown's fucking show. No, you came to me, and Prince came to me, but I'm keeping the Prince. Prince is mine. Where's Clownsview now? Dead. I'm getting the views now. I'm getting the subs. That's all that matters. But if you want to, go on his chat, slander our names, go ahead. We don't care. But yeah, I had to take your wrench away. I'm sorry. When I hear things from, the people, my other mods, then, I have to make an executive decision. That's what I did. You don't like it? Get off. That's it. All Alright, got my good buddy Prince Idol in the chat. Well, now he's known as Prince Manuel. Not why you changed your name, but okay. He says, hey, bro. Then he says, I changed my name, no more Prince Idol. Okay. Now it's Prince Manuel. Okay. That's okay. We got the Tribal Queen. Oh, Queen in the chat. Lauren is in the chat. He goes, hey, yo. It's Seth. What is? God bless Scott Hall last night. I mean, check out my video on the Metal account, my little tribute to Scott Hall. You know, he will be missed. And he's in that big wrestling ring in the sky, giving out razor edges to like Macho Man series, yeah. And now he's with he's with China, Miss Elizabeth, you know. Sensational, all those chicks up there, you know, hey Kiko, you want to be a race on the moon? It is what it is. So we move on, but that's all I can say about that. So check out my heartfelt tribute to Scott Hall, the bad guy, Lisa Ramon, Chico, last night on Metal God 669. Link to the channel is in my pants. Down in the description box, as always. And that's it. We move on. Alright, Prince Manuel says, hashtag Nikita Lyons, I love that ass. Well, she's got a pretty nice ash, if you know what I mean. Big, nice, not perfect, but nice ash. She works a lot. So, nothing wrong with that, you know. There's nothing wrong with that, but she does have probably one of the best asses in NXT. Just saying. Not the number one ass, because we all know the number one best ass in NXT is Io. You know why. You know why. That's all I gotta say about that. Io, Mandy Rose, Gigi Dolan, or Priscilla Kelly, if you don't know who she is. JC Jane, you know, put Nikita there in the top 5. Maybe Saray in the top 10 best butts in NXT. You know, Saray's a little cute, you know what I mean? Saray kind of reminds me of Rio, but, you know, Nick's waifu, you know what I mean? Hey, Nick, if you want Saray, I mean, go ahead. I mean, you know. You want a twofer? There you go. I don't have to talk to Mr. Yamato about that. Maybe I have to talk to Vince. I don't like talking to Vince. You can't have Saray, she's mine. Well, fuck you, Vince. Where does she come from? Japan. I got the money. You can have all the money you want, Vince, but, you know, if she comes to me, you can't have her. I can give it to my friend Nick over here. Nick don't have the grapefruits that I got. Bigger ones than you do, you bastard. Shut up or you're fired. Alright, get out of here, Vince. Go, do something else. Idiot. But yeah, Nikita Lyons has a pretty nice... That's all I gotta say about that. And I think she's fighting tonight against Lash Legend. That should be an interesting matchup. Well, let's see what happens with that. As NXT tonight, NXT 2.0, still on the road to our next event, Stand and Deliver, on WrestleMania Saturday afternoon at 12 o'clock. As always, on Peacock. And then that'll end probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then the pre-show, I would think, for WrestleMania Saturday will probably be around 6 o'clock. And I think the main show starts at 7 or 8 o'clock. Yeah. So April 2nd is going to be a big day of action. NXT, WrestleMania. And then Sunday, you got WrestleMania Night 2. And then the Raw after WrestleMania is probably going to be a humongous show. Especially if a certain guy named Cody Rhodes does not show up at WrestleMania. There'll be a lot of returns and maybe debuts on the Raw after WrestleMania. Maybe you can see Asuka, maybe you see Bayley, don't give me a hug, coming back. Maybe Lacey Evans. Maybe Cody is on that show, who knows? But I can bet you that the Raw after Mania, the rating will probably be... I'm not going to go sky high, but I'm going to say it's probably going to be a lot. Probably on the 2 million range. And then after that, damn. I mean, with the SmackDown rating, it's probably going to be like 2.5 or more. But we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, right on NXT, basically the main thing, Miz TV with the new NXT Heavyweight Champion World Dolph Ziggler. That should be interesting. See who Dolph's opponent is going to be at Stand and Deliver. Probably be Braun Breaker, I would think, in a rematch. But I don't know. And I did read something on Ringside News that WWE wants to have people from the main roster go down to NXT every once in a while. I think that's pretty damn good, but, you know, you're not going to see, like, Roman Reigns and NXT. I mean, come on. Unless he wants to go for the NXT title and just have, like, 3 titles. Because you know he's going to win WrestleMania. We hope. We'll move on from there. Blah, 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 blah. Let me move on. Alright, so we got NXT tonight. And we'll see what happens with that in about an hour from now. Alright, Prince Manuel says, say goodbye to Prince Idol. That is the other guy's co-host. I'm no longer part of that show anymore. I am now assigned to Pete to say hello. So say hello to Prince Manuel. Okay. All hail Prince Manuel. He's on my team now. Not that schmuck. Not that other guy. Who's basically now irrelevant and can't get that many more hits than, well, he gets more views than me as of right now, but, you know. Pretty soon, the way I'm going, I might surpass that guy. Not in subs, but maybe in views, but we'll see. It's a slow process. We'll get there. I guarantee we'll be probably the #1 show in the YWC probably by the summertime. Forget Joe. I like Joe. Joe is my buddy and all and everything, you know. You got Joe, you got, you know, Aaron Rift. I mean, Aaron's my buddy and everything. You know, then you got JD, the egomaniac that he is, and his stupid Braves and his fucking cat. But, you know, not better than my cat, of course, but, you know. But at least I don't my cat. But I digress. But we move on. So, yeah. I'm going to continue on, and as long as I got my you know, the prophecy behind me, I go to the moon, as Cameron Grimes used to say. That's where we're going. We're going to the moon. As long as share my videos and you subscribe and leave a comment in the chat or on my videos and subscribe, you know, all that good shit. We're gonna hopefully someday be #1. #1! But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, we move on. But Prince Manuel is now, Prince Idol is no more, and now it's Prince Manuel. We move on from that. Alright, okay, we got Nick saying hi to Lauren, and then Lauren says, hey, yo, Nick. I've got that. Alright. Lauren says, I'll take Tony D'Angelo, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest. You mean that the NXT? I don't understand what that meant, but we'll see what happens with that. Well, Finn's been in NXT. He's been on the main roster, back in NXT, now back on the main roster. Now, you know, he wants to leave, so let him leave. Already has the US title. Probably lose it back to Damian or lose it probably to Austin Theory, and then probably going bye-bye. You know, but I hope not. And if he does leave, I would hope he either goes to AEW or back to New Japan. Bring back the Prince Devitt gimmick. And either a Double or Nothing or at G1, he comes out like Carnage, freaking demon. But I mean, all those we all remember like all the times like Prince Devitt was in New Japan on the big shows like Wrestle Kingdom. He would come out. I mean, remember when he came out of a coffin, looked like a freaking zombie? That was awesome. That was some good stuff back in the day. If it goes to AEW, probably be known as Prince Devitt. Maybe join up with something on the Bullet Club, either Kenny's version or Adam Cole's version. I think we'll get the Bullet Club, from I think the entire Bullet Club, well, besides the Japan Bullet Club, but the North American Bullet Club, I think will be rounded nicely. But by the summertime, but we'll see. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. The women I like, and Lauren likes Tony D'Angelo, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest. Hey, Tony D'Angelo, hey, my cousin, hey, Paisan, get in here. Give me my pizza for $2. Extra cheese. And a 2-liter Coke. I mean, Pepsi. We don't drink Coke here. Because as we all know, when you drink Pepsi, you get the girls to go, oh, shit. But I digress. Anyway, let's get to the review. We got about under an hour away from NXT 2.0. And the sun's about to go down. Actually, it's gone down now. Anyway. Alright, so chat room's still open if you guys want to chat. Come on in. Leave your stuff here. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, and we also got our thank yous at the end of the show. That's coming back. Well, we'll see what happens, how much time we have left. Alright, so we begin our Monday night review for March the 14th, 2022. We're a couple weeks away from WrestleMania 38. The most stupendous WrestleMania of all time. It's gonna suck. On WrestleMania Saturday, April the 2nd and April the 3rd from AT&T Stadium where the Cowboys play in Dallas, Texas. Good Chase is going there. Prince Idol's going there. I wish I was going there, but, I don't want the money and the reserves to go there, but it is what it is. Maybe next time. If WrestleMania's ever in New York again, probably be WrestleMania 40. Maybe WrestleMania 50, but by that time I'll probably be in Florida. But, because I'm old. I'm old, Sonny, gonna retire to Florida. I'm playing all the little girls with the bikinis on the beach. Oh, Sonny. I feel like Master Roshi, almost, Master Roshi, why did I play with those dragon balls? I mean, titties. Yeah. Okay, there, Master Roshi. Goku! Anyway, we'll move on from that. Alright, so Monday Night Raw last night was kind of And always your 3 hours of boredom and your insomnia. Well, your cure for your insomnia. So, it was an show last night. Gonna have to break this goddamn internet connection. I get a new router, maybe. No, sometimes it goes good. Sometimes it's it's pure shit. Especially when I go on StreamYard. I don't understand that. I try to use StreamYard sometimes, but I like using this YouTube Live, so I don't have to go back and forth. Looking at my comments and looking at my notes and everything. I have to go back and forth. With the phone, I'm on YouTube Live. I can see the comments in real time. So, but it is what it is, and that's it. All right, let's get into this review. Let's not waste any more time. And that's it. All right, so Raw emanated last night from the VyStar Veterans, not the 5-star, VyStar, V-Y-Star, Veterans Memorial Arena in that city of Jacksonville, Florida. So, yeah, WWE is invading AEW homeland, but nowhere near Daly's place. Probably one of the better venues than the that shithole where they were last night. But anyway, they're in Jacksonville, Florida. You know, the big hype that Cody Rhodes was going to be on the show. You know, we'll see, but if you did watch Raw, obviously he did not show up. But they're still teasing, you know, they name drop something like, oh, you know, they name drop Dashing, drop Nightmare. So, you know, Cody Rhodes is probably going to be at WrestleMania. Night 1 or Night 2. Or if not, maybe the Raw after WrestleMania. So we'll see what happens with that. Does he face Seth Rollins? Who does he face? Or does he just not show up? Cody Rhodes does have multiple offers on the table. Whether one of those is back to AEW, I don't think so. But he may be going to Ring of Honor. He may be going to Major League Wrestling, MLW. He could go back to Japan. He could go back to Impact. He could still go back to WWE for the money. It is what it is, but we'll see what happens in the next 2.5, 3 weeks with Mr. Dashing Cody Rhodes. Look at that. All right, so our commentary team this week, as always, Jimmy Smith, Corey Slave, and Byron Saxton. Man, I want to take his job from. Not that I want to work next to Jimmy Smith and Corey Graves, but I have my own podcast and commentate the way real commentators should commentate, if you know what I mean. But we move on from there. All right, so we start the show off with a graphic in memory of Scott Hall. So WWE kind of made it official, even though after my good buddy Prince Idol made it official. So, because I get the news first before anybody else does. I have Prince Idol on my team. Gives me the news. Gives me the news. The breaking news. Before JD, before JJ Joe Cronin, before Meltzer, before, you know, Sean Ross Sapp, before Brian Alvarez, and, you know, pretty much everybody else. Even that clown. That's why he's on my team. My team. And he'll stay on my team until he fucks something up. But I don't think he will. But it is what it is. Alright, so we get the Scott Hall memory. He's still missed to this day. You know, it is what it is. Alright, then we get a look at Kevin Owens' challenge to Stone Cold Steve Austin last week at the end of the show. And then Steve Austin accepting the day after. So we go to the arena. We begin with Kevin Owens in the ring. And he gets in the ring and he opens with a nice Scott Hall tribute. Hey, yo. It's survey time. No, he didn't say survey time. So he gives a little tribute to Scott Hall with a hey, yo. He says he's the happiest Canadian right now because he's going to the main event of WrestleMania Saturday night. He uses superior Canadian intellect because he's from Maryville, Quebec, Canada. Not Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where we all know Lance Storm lives. And Andre Cobio, of course. But, no, it is what it is. So he used that to get what he wanted. Then we got a good old USA chant. Owens said that everyone, including the United States of America, will get to see him take Stone Cold out. And he said the only can of whoop ass would be open as a can of Canadian beer. He doesn't. After Owens kicks him from one side of Texas to the other, all the way around back to Laredo, Texas, stuff like that. So he makes his point, Then he starts a innocent cameraman plant. Yeah, so he stuns the cameraman, then he leaves. And that's pretty much it. Just to hype up, the KO show and Stone Cold Steve Austin. So we got that. So that's pretty good. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we're underway on Monday Night Snore. Your 3 hours of boredom. But it is what it is. Alright, after that we go to our first match. Non-title match. I don't know why this was non-title, but okay. We had Damian Priest taking on the United States champion himself, Finn Balor. Like I said, non-title affair. Austin Theory then comes out to interrupt and be on commentary. Just basically really not saying much. Alright, then we get a clip of Austin Theory's issues with Pat McAfee. So he joins the commentary booth. So we get 4 idiots on commentary. Anyway, alright, we start up with a standing double stomp. Missed by Balor, but he hits another basement dropkick. Priest comes right back, takes Balor to the outside. Then he picks him up and, he does his own, Liz Ramon tribute and hits the rose edge on Finn onto the announce table, which did not break. I am the table. So we had that. That was pretty nice. Then we go to break. We come back. Damian cuts off another shotgun dropkick attempt with a kick to head. Balor then slips off the shoulder, though. Hits another shotgun dropkick. Goes for the coup de grace. Austin Theory breaks it up as he gets off commentary and he calls it distraction. But Finn used the distraction and hit an insigidi on Damian Priest, putting him down. Balor dropkicks Theory after going after him, which I thought was a bad move. And this led to Damian Priest coming back in. He hits the Reckoning, which he's probably not going to be using anymore, because that's Cody Rhodes' move. The crossroads. So he's probably going to be using something else. Maybe down South of Heaven he might use, or something else. Cody Rhodes does sign with the WWE, which maybe by WrestleMania, but we'll see. Alright, so it's the Reckoning 2-3. Damian Priest gets a title win over the champ Finn Balor. Time of the match, 7.5 minutes. So there you go. I don't know what's happening. Why is Austin Theory out there? If it's just the hype, the Pat McAfee thing, and I get that, but now he's attacking and going after Finn Balor, so I'm thinking maybe we'll get a triple threat match at Mania, like Austin Theory does double duty, like night 1 and night 2. I don't know. I mean, we could see that if the United States title is defended at Mania. Besides having Finn Balor and Damian Priest go at it for the 3rd time, then you add in Austin Theory. I would probably think, if that happened, I would think Austin Theory is going to become the United States champion and probably suck for like 5 months. He won't hold it that long. Vince will be happy. My prized project. The chosen one. It is what it is. I just can't see fucking Austin Theory being a long-time United States champion. Or champion at all. I really don't. I mean, he was Evolve champion for a very long time. Until Johnny Gargano kicked his ass. But, alright, so we get that. I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we move on. After the match, Austin Theory comes in the ring, hits the ATL. Then he takes a selfie. And that's pretty much it. We move on. To the back, we have Seth Rollins in a catatonic state once again. Kevin Patrick comes up to him and asks about his lack of a path to WrestleMania. So, Seth's in a catatonic state, and he goes, gives a death stare to Kevin Patrick. And then that's it. So, we don't know what's going to happen with Seth, but we'll find out in a little bit. We move on from there. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Match number 2, the Battle of the Big Men, they called it. We had Omos, the big black diesel himself, Omos, taking on Apollo Crews' bodyguard, Commander Aziz. Ooh. So Apollo's out with the big man. A 2-minute suck fest, and you know what happens here. Not much from Commander Aziz. Basically, really didn't do anything. He just almost just basically squashed the crap out of him, and he wins with the choke bomb, the Great Khali choke bomb, poopy. So it's that 1, 2, 3, almost 2 minutes. Wait for a push for Commander Aziz. So we're gonna give him a push. Yeah, now out the door. He'll probably be out the door by after WrestleMania, with the spring cleaning and all that shit. And we'll move on from there. Yeah, just shows his dominance and that's it. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars after that. After the match, Omos, not to be outdone, takes Apollo Crews and choke slams him too. So, yeah, back to catering you go there, Apollo. And Commander is back to catering you go. Sucks. For Apollo Crews, a guy that held the United States title not once but twice. Then the Intercontinental title. He went from that to in a matter of like a few months. So I would think maybe to get rid of Apollo Crews. I don't know about Commander Aziz and maybe keep him because Vince likes the big men. But if Apollo Crews goes, I think he should go back to PWG, change his name back to Uha Nation, and then maybe go to AEW or go to Impact. I would say go to Impact or MLW. I don't know if Impact would, not Impact, so like AEW would do anything with him. But who knows? Hey, maybe he does go to AEW, and I'd like to see him and Swerve Strickland go at it. Whose house? Swerve's house. Whose house? Swerve's house. Our good buddy Prince Manuel's cousin. Good man he is. That's all I gotta say about that. I would love to have Swerve on my show in the chat, just something like that. I would love to have any AEW or any wrestler come in my chat, as long as it's a real fucking account, of course. Some schmuck behind a freaking keyboard. My name is, I have an account like Roman Reigns. I'm the Roman, I'm the tribal chief. Yeah, but like with like one sub. Mm-hmm. You're not Roman Reigns. Shut up. Alright, we'll move on. Alright, got some comments, and I'm gonna get back to our regularly scheduled program. Lawrence says I'm bigger either Mania 2 or Raw. Or Mania Night 2 for Cody, or Monday Night Raw. So, yeah, I would think it'd be probably Night 2. I don't think it'd be Night 1. And then maybe if it's not at WrestleMania, then maybe Monday Night Raw, and if it's not Monday Night Raw, nothing at all, probably not at all. So I have to see in the next 2-3 weeks what's going to happen with Cody Rhodes, where he goes, and who knows. And we'll move on from there. All right, we got Desmond Miles in the chat. This is his first time there. I haven't seen him, but anyway. Desmond says, I'm surprised Clowns didn't do a video with ads yet. I was waiting for that to happen. Because you know how he went, I'm surprised he didn't do it. Because I know he was going to do it, and, he would get blacklisted in the entire, fake YWC, That's what he does. He doesn't care about the living. He doesn't care about the dead. Just all he cares about is this. The little bit of money he makes with those fake donations and the fake subs he gets and all the fake clickbait news he gets. He has some pretty good success when he had Prince Idol on the show. You had Tony from Revere, Wild, Dave Rose, Bullfrog. Where are they now? Gone off his fucking channel. And where's his channel now? Yeah, he still gets like over 1,000 views, fake views, I should say. And then when he does a pay-per-view, like live reaction, he'll get like 8,000 fake views. So I know he's using sub for sub, and that little thing you can pay for extensive subs. Doesn't take an idiot to know that. I get my subs the easy way. I earn my subs. I earn all the views I get. Whether it be a little bit of views or a lot of views, or if it goes humongous viral. We will someday. But it is what it is. Yeah. Kind of surprised that Clownsview for once didn't do a video putting ads in it to get the money from monetization and shit. The ad revenue, if you will. But notice he's not doing videos as often as he is now. I wonder why. Because he's not as great as he used to be. 10 years and he still stinks. I've been here 13 and I'm like, I'm getting there. It's a slow process for 13 goddamn years. I'm getting there. I'm climbing that ladder. Even if it takes 20, 30 years to get that monumental level I want to get. I'm not going to get the JD's level or Joe Cronin or even Schmuck's View. If I get 2,500 subs, I get 5,000 subs, but, by the time I actually do leave this garbage fest of a website, then I did I entertained you, did the best I can, and if you didn't like it, well, too bad. Too bad. That's it. We move on. Alright. Lauren says, then we should do our own commentary of Raw, NXT, SmackDown Live, and on Wednesday, Rampage and Dynamite. Oh yeah, we should. Definitely we should. If I had the time and energy to do it, One day we'll do it. One day. Anyway, okay, Lauren says hi to Desmond. Go all saying hi. Lauren says lead up to a feud. Let's see what happens with that. Alright, and everybody's saying hi to each other. We're a big family. Give everybody a hug. It's like, Bailey, give me a hug. Yeah. We move on. We have fun here. We talk. We don't discriminate. We don't argue. We don't do all that shit. Yeah, my nose, I don't give a shit. We move on from there. Alright, where are we now? Alright, so we got Omos beat the crap out of Apollo Crews and Quando Aziz. Get that. Alright, after that, we go to the back. We see Seth Rollins in the back, still in a semi-catatonic state. Then his best friend in the whole wide world, Kevin Owens, comes up to him and says, you need to come up with something else, to try to get to WrestleMania. He says, tough times don't last, but bad guys do. Another Scott Hall little tease. So like that. Owens talks about all the things that Rollins has done at WrestleMania. It's like you won the Money in the Bank, you won the Universal title, this and that. Even losing to me at WrestleMania 36, but we're not going to talk about that. So he's offering to offers to help him get to WrestleMania. Then Rollins is like, I got it. Then he loses. Then Kevin's like, I did my job. I helped him. Now, what's Seth gonna do? That was the question. Is he gonna come out, say all this stuff, and then maybe Cody Rhodes would came out? But we'll find out a little bit later. All right, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to after that, if you want to go to the bathroom, you could. We have women's action. We have Liv Morgan taking on Queen Zelina. Rhea Ripley, Brutality. Ringside along with Carmella. It is what it is. Before the match, we see a clip of Zelina Vega telling Carmella to focus on the titles instead of her risky, low ratings reality show with small dick man himself, Corey Graves. We'll move on. Match wasn't anything right home about. Selena grabs a cross-arm choke to start, but Liv is right back with a sunset flip, which leads into a tumbleweed. They go round and around the ring. She gets a near fall out of that. They go backwards for another near fall, and then Selena's like, "What was you, Tommy?" No. I think Carmella tries for a distraction in the corner. Then Selena hits a power bomb to bring Liv back down. Then Rhea Ripley says, "So you did?" She stalks after Carmella. Carmella jumps into the arms of her husband, Corey Graves. Corey's getting about to cop a feel, I mean, if you had a lovely lady like Carmella jump into your lap, wouldn't you wanna, I would. Not Carmella, but if it was Io or Asuka or Kairi, then yeah. But I digress. So that leaves Selena once again, like last week, got beat by Liv Morgan, who hits Oblivion 1, 2, 3. So Liv Morgan gets a win over one half of the soon-to-be former women's tag team champions. Almost a 3-minute match. Match I gave 2 out of 5 stars. And pretty much after the match, Selena Vega's pissed. So yeah, you can expect a title change at WrestleMania. And I'm thinking it's going to be Sasha and Naomi. Boys Glow. That's right, Nick. Boys time. It's boys time with Boys Glow. That's a stupid name, Boss Glow. Yeah, whatever rocks your boat. Two former members of Team Bad. Remember that from a long time ago when the Divas Revolution. Remember that back in the day. We had Paige's team taking on Team Bad. I think it was Paige, Charlotte Flair, and Becky taking on who was it? Tamina, Naomi, and Sasha. Back in the days when the Divas were actually a good Divas division, sort of. Now it's just like nobody gives a fuck. It's basically Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda's division now. That's it. Everybody else, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And sadly, for Xia Li, you all know Xia Li is, right? The Protector. Basically, you know what she is now? In Creative. Why? Because Creative has nothing for her. Because as we all know, stay with me now, ladies and gentlemen, WWE Creative is uncreative about being creative. Oh, absolutely. They can't give anything to Asuka. They probably have nothing for Bayley when she comes back. Probably nothing for Alexa Bliss. Same thing for Lacey Evans. They got Shayna Baszler, who should be going for the SmackDown Women's title. I hope she does after Ronda wins it. But they, they won't. They'll go another 5 months with Charlotte Flair. Probably a rematch at WrestleMania Backlash. Then Hell in a Cell is in June. I think it's June 8th or something like that. So they'll probably have another match with Charlotte inside Hell in a Cell. And then July is Money in the Bank. Do you give Shayna the goddamn... You make Shayna win the Money in the Bank? Probably not. You know what Shayna's gonna go? I have a feeling like Shayna's gonna go out of here. Probably by the spring cleaning cuts, or who knows? They could just release her and it should just go to freaking Impact, to go to AEW, or just not wrestle anymore. Or maybe go back to the MMA, I don't know. And we move on from there. And the women's division is a joke as it is. But it is what it is. Alright, so I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we gotta look back at Roman Reigns destroying Brock Lesnar at Madison Square Garden, busting him wide open, and then standing over him. Brock Lesnar, acknowledge me! And then we saw last week on SmackDown where Lesnar chased off My Name is Paul Heyman on SmackDown. Paul, Fat Man Jew, Paul, Paul Heyman, running like an Olympic sprinter into the back. And now this week on SmackDown, Brock's gonna confront Roman. I can only imagine what that's gonna be. Probably a beat down of epic proportions. Who knows? Let me move on from there. So we got that. All right, then we got Seth Rollins in the ring. And he has a huge announcement. So what could that be? Well, after a long recap of Roman and Brock again, so we had that whole thing, Seth's in the ring, like, we're gonna talk here, we got 5 minutes to go. I need some time. Let's go. So finally, Seth talks about how excited he is for his big idea, but he wants to bring his best friend Kevin Owens out to hear his happiness, his big plan. So on cue, Kevin Owens comes out. Seems interested to hear what best friend Seth has to say. So Rollins like, I have an idea of my own. How about I have a talk show at WrestleMania? I can bring back the Rollins Report, or Freaking Out with Seth Rollins, or something like that. Something like that. Freaking Speaking with Seth freaking Rollins, the Rollins Report. My guess could be Steve Austin as well. So Owens like, no, not so fast there, Seth. He's my guest. So Rollins like, well, we can't have 2 shows. We have to have 1 show at WrestleMania. So he proposes a match, and the winner gets to have Steve Austin as their guest. So Kevin's like, no, I don't want to do that. No, this is not gonna happen. No. And then Sonya Deville comes out. It's like, hey, she comes out like Teddy Long. It's like, you're gonna go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker. No. So Sonya Deville comes out. It's like, hey, Seth's got a pretty good idea. You got your match. That's it. So we got the main event: Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. The winner gets to talk to Stone Cold Steve Austin and get the crap beat out of him. There you go. It is what it is. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and we will move on from there. All right, then get a recap of the Mysterios versus Miz and Logan Paul feud for a little bit. Then we go to the back. We have Kevin Owens screaming at Sonya Deville. She's like, what are you thinking? Then they cut from that. He's in mid-sentence, and they cut from that. Why? Are we running low on time there, Vince? We had to cut from Kevin Owens screaming at Sonya Deville to, our next match, the Mysterios versus the Hurt Business. We're going to just stay with the segment. Good job, Kevin Dunn. Great job. You and your 60 million cuts. Idiot. That's why Raw is like just discombobulated. We gotta cut here, cut here. Stupidity. It's what it is. Alright, so we got that. Then we go to, like I said, the next match was the Mysterios, Rey and Dominic, booyaka, taking on the Hurt Business of Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Miz and Logan Paul come out to do commentary. Why not? Not much to the chagrin of Rey and Dom. But anyway, it was an ant match. Dominic gets knocked to the floor as we start. Then he waist-locked, keeps him down back inside. That gets broken up. And then Dom tags his dad, Rey, who comes in with a hot tag. He hits a head scissors as Miz explains why Logan Paul will be awesome at WrestleMania. Uh-oh. He said the A word. Uh-oh. You know who's coming in. Hey, Mike. Mike, how you doing, Mike? Hey, how you doing? Hey, Gilmore, what's going on? Hi, Nick. Somebody said he was awesome? Yeah, Miz said that Logan Paul's awesome. What do you think about that? Who's Logan Paul? He's a social media star on, social media and that, whatever he is. He's an idiot. What do you think? Have you hang out on the internet in heaven? I think they have. They have like high-speed internet in heaven. I know you've probably been watching porn. Shut up, Gilmore. We don't have to say that. Oh, I'm sorry. You can have, you can watch your Asian porn over there. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Logan Paul said Miz said that Logan Paul is awesome, almost as awesome as him. But he's not awesome as me, Thor. Everybody knows I'm awesome. I'm right freaking awesome. And if Miz says I'm awesome, it says he's awesome, and he thinks Logan Paul's awesome. I'm gonna come down from heaven at WrestleMania. I'm gonna put them both through a freaking table and show why I'm awesome. I'd love to see that, dude. I would love to see that. Because I'm awesome. You're awesome too, Gilmore. And your fans and all the people in this chat, you're awesome too. Even you, Nick. Okay, there you go. Oh yeah, are you gonna actually watch WrestleMania this year, Mike? Or what are you gonna be doing for WrestleMania? I don't know. I might be putting somebody to a table. I don't know. Well, is it gonna be Mae Young? Nah. She freaks me out. I had to dump her. Oh, really? You dumped Mae Young? Why? She was, I gotta, I'm awesome, she's not really awesome, she just doesn't do it for me anymore, Gilmore. Well, she is like 80 some odd years old when she died, dude. She's kind of weird, she takes off her clothes and those saggy boobies and everything. I don't know if you like that, but, Yeah, but, the sex wasn't that good, I get it, it sucks getting gummy blowjobs, doesn't it, Mike? Yeah, it happens. I was hoping Sensational Sherry would give me one, but, you fucked that up. Yeah, that's basically nobody left for you. I mean, if you want to go to the Fabulous Moolah, go ahead. Or Matilda the Hun, not that many women that are, up in heaven, So you kind of lucked out, Mike. You kind of SOL, and you know what that means. So, but, see what you can do. Maybe you X China out, I don't know. Unless Razor Ramon has her first, I don't know. Maybe you and Razor can have a match. No, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, maybe me and Razor, we never met before. I'd like to meet the guy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's over there. He's hanging out at the bar with you know who. Ah, fuck you, Jack, motherfucker. What'd you say, motherfucker? Okay, you guys fight. You fight it out. You, Jack, put that stick away. I'm gonna stick it up your ass, motherfucker. All right. Get out of here. Go do your business. Go have fun. But Mike, back in here. Can you say goodbye to your best friend, Nick? Bye, Nick. Bye, Nick. Awesome, but not as awesome as me. Okay. Bye, fans. Okay. There you go. There you go, Nick. Hope you had fun with that. All right. Anyway, let's finish off that album. Alright, so Miz explains why Logan Paul will be awesome at WrestleMania. Logan Paul says, I've been doing a lot of push-ups and sit-ups. Yeah, that's not going to help you win. Idiot. But anyway, getting to the end of the match, Ray hits a tornado DDT for a near fall. Then they put Cedric in position for 1238. That's a double 619 for you dumb people at home. And then Dom goes up top. He goes ahead, he got it. Oh, the frog splash I told. Dominic, I'm your papi now. You do the frog splash for me, papi. Yes, pero, I'm your papi, Dominic. Do the frog splash like your daddy, yes, So, Dominic hits the frog splash. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. Match wasn't even that long, almost 3.5 minutes. That's it. And then after the match, Logan Paul and Miz come in for the beatdown. The Mysterios get the last lap. They send Miz to the floor, and then Logan Paul goes after Dominic, and Logan Paul then gets put in the position for the 619. They're about to hit it, and then Miz puts out Logan Paul to save him from the double 619 or the 1238. So, a little bit more hype for their match coming up at WrestleMania Night 1 that nobody's going to care for, and I personally don't care. And we move on. That's pretty much it. All right. After that, we go to a recap of Dark Edge. Being all mysterious with the lighting and everything. Looks like the Undertaker with the lighting. He explains his attack on AJ Styles last week. We're going to hear from him in just a bit. But before we get to that, with the next inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame, class of 2022, and as I mentioned before, it's going to be Queen Sharmell. I still don't understand why they put her in before Miss Elizabeth and Gail Kim and Mickie James and everybody else, Melina, Yeah, but Queen Sharmell gets in just because, she's Booker T's wife. That's why. She made the whole thing with King Booker. All hail King Booker. That's it. She was just a pivotal, prominent part of, the King Booker run from 2000, what was that, 2005, 2008, somewhere around there. That's all she did. She just came out. She came out and had the, did the thing, the King Booker thing. Then I think they, I think during that they had, I don't know if it was before that or it was before that, the whole rape angle with Kurt Angle. That stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, but, congratulations to Queen Sharmell for getting into the Hall of Fame. Not that I care. And obviously, Booker T is going to induct his wife. So, yeah. Here it is. And we got to move on from there. Alright, after that, we go to Dark Edge, Mr. Serious Edge, with a brand new theme. No, not Metalingus from Alter Bridge. But we get a semi-Alter Bridge-like theme. Says, you think you know me? You never did. Then it comes out to this banging rock theme. It sounds like Alter Bridge almost. I don't know who sings it. If anybody knows, let me know, and I'll look it up. Well, maybe I'll look it up later. But anyway, he comes in the ring, gets the big purple spotlight and everything. So he talks about how no one has ever gotten what he does. So he'll put this into terms that even the Jacksonville fans can understand. He's better than everyone, including all the people of Jacksonville, Cheap Heat. What he means is that he is better than everyone in the entire industry, but he hasn't shown that since he's been back the last 2 years. All the stuff, got stacked by Roman Reigns, lost to Randy Orton, got injured with his tricep injury. Seth Rollins invade his home and piss all over his house. Then he let Roman Reigns, who he called an Aquaman cosplayer, stack up at WrestleMania. So he says he won't be judged by any of this, including AJ. He'll be passing the verdicts around here, and if AJ can make it to WrestleMania, he says Edge will pass the sentence. So basically, he's kind of doing a judge, jury, executioner type gimmick. Who did it first? This guy, Edge. Adam Copeland, you owe me some money now. You want to do that judge, jury, executioner gimmick? Either you give me a call, or give me a DM, slide in my DM, not like that, but you know what I mean. You want to learn how to do that properly? You give me a call. If not, you owe me some money. That's my gimmick. That was my gimmick, I should say. Back in the early XWF days, even before I was in XWF. The the SVO days, or the early part of the XWF, before I became the Hollywood bad boy, before I became the King of Extreme, before I became the man with the big super dick. And now you're tribal god of Extreme. 14-time Extreme champion, 6-time deathmatch champion of the world. And, I hate to say, but you're undefeated YWC Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world. And there's nobody, and I mean nobody, that can take that belt away from me. Except Rosa, maybe. But I digress. Right, so we're going to see what happens with Edge and AJ Styles. AJ went on Twitter and said he will be at Raw next week in Chicago. And, I got a finishes up my battery. My phone is about to die, so I'm going to quickly get through this, and I'm going to charge my phone. We'll move on from there. All right, then we're going to look back at Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays with the hair. It's not even a hair. It's Bianca Belair. All right, so we see her use her hair as a weapon over the last few weeks, with the whole thing with Becky a couple weeks ago, and then they talk about, injuring Becky, her throat and her eye, blah, 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 blah. So we get that. All right, so Bianca's in the back, says the hair is part of herself, and the real advantage is that Becky isn't running her mouth these days, kind of playing off the throat injury. And she says that she's going to focus and use Duke Drop to give Becky a WrestleMania preview. So we'll get to see that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we get a brand new vignette for the man who's not coming to WWE, Veer Mahan. And he's like, and all the memes that are going out now, it's like, I'm coming, but I'm not really. He ain't coming. He's not coming. He's not going to even be at WrestleMania. They'll probably do a vignette for him at WrestleMania. But nobody cares about Veer Mahan. Who gives a shit? Now he's like, he was at a gym, like, saying, talking all this, like, I'm coming to the WWE! Shut up, dude. I want to go in to pump some iron. I don't need to hear your fucking voice. Get out of here. Go make me a squishy. Moron. But I digress. So we get that, and I don't care. Alright. Then after that, we go to our next match. Bianca Belair taking on Duke Drop for like the 18th time. Blah, blah, blah. Basically, it was like maybe a week or two ago. A couple weeks ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago, basically almost the same goddamn match, the same goddamn finish. Bianca tries Duke Drop into the corner, tells Duke Drop to kiss her ass, backflips over her out of the other corner, then a spine buster by Bianca, drops Duke Drop, then she picks up her fat ass and delivers the KOD once again, 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair gets the win in almost 8 minutes. Blah, blah, blah. I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, it gets serious. Becky Lynch comes back, pulls Bianca outside, beats the crap out of her. Then she wraps the chair around Bianca's throat, pulls her hair right into the ring post, snaps back, and leaves Bianca laying and grabbing her throat. Almost like Ricky Steamboat, like almost, back in 1986 or 87. But I was 80, yeah, it was 87-ish. But it's what it is. Becky then says it's the hair next week. So, I took your throat. Next week, I'm going to take your hair. And then that's it. Then we find out later in the show, or after the show, that Bianca suffered throat trauma. She couldn't speak. So she'll probably be out. She'll probably be out till the Raw before WrestleMania, before she comes back and does something. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, we move on from there. All right, then we get the SmackDown Rebound, if you want to see that. All right, then we get the RK Bro, our good buddies Riddle and Randy Orton in his voice. So they come out for the championship celebration, with balloons and it didn't look like a party. But anyway, Riddle talks about how he feels like he's in a time vortex. Well, you smoke that weed, you might be in a time vortex. As he keeps playing last week's victory in his head, Randy talks about how this is going to be his 18th WrestleMania appearance, and the first time he has gone in as a tag team champion. It's also the first time that he has come in with a partner. Then he says he decorated the ring on his own. It's not the greatest party in the world. It's not a party planner. It is what it is. Not especially. Riddle's all happy that Orton remembered his birthday 10 months ago. But that is the Viper mentality, if you will. Orton says I got popcorn from Dan. Ooh, that's my favorite. Riddle says, that's my favorite, blah, blah, blah. Some gum. What kind of gum? I don't know. It's not Hubba Bubba. Not old school, remember old school gum back in the day, Bazooka Joe and, Hubba Bubba, Dentine, Trident, all that good gum. Still around, but, then he has something in a bag. It says, they were about to go in a bag, like, oh, you know what's in the bag. Good stuff. But then the Street Profits come out. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, they come out. They ruin the party. But the Profits wanted to get a point. We're not here to party. They said they beat RK Bro a few weeks ago. We want a title shot at WrestleMania. Owens like, well, we had to jump through hoops just to get the titles. And put the effort in to get there. So, basically, Randy says, no, you don't get no shot. You're out. Yeah, no. So the Prophet's like, well, that doesn't work for us. We're not asking for a title shot. We want a title shot. So Orton's like, well, I don't like to be told what to do in this ring. And threatens to listen to the voices in his head and make them leave. And then Riddle's trying to play peacekeeper. So Riddle says that the Prophets did beat them, and they have to defend against someone at WrestleMania. So Riddle talks Orton into the match, and Orton accepts the match, so now it's official for the Raw Tag Team belts, the Street Profits versus RK Bro. But the Profits insult the celebration. That's not cool with Riddle, and he wants to face Montez Ford right now. So there you go. A celebration turns into a match. Go figure. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we get the match. Wasn't a bad match per se. We had Angelo Dawkins and Orton at ringside. We get near the end. Riddle hits his running forms in the corner, sets off an Orton power slam. Which Randy likes. Like, yes, great, do it again. Then we get the Hangman's DDT, or the Demon DDT, as we call it. And Orton's loving it. Riddle setting up for the RKO. He hits the RKO. But then Alpha Academy come out. They jump Dawkins and Orton, beat the crap out of him. Then Otis pulls Riddle to the floor for the disqualification. And that's pretty much it. So Riddle wins by disqualification at almost 9 minutes. Match was 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Alpha Academy beats Montez 4 down. And most likely we're going to win a triple threat match at WrestleMania for the Raw Tag Team belts. And that's it. I could have saw that coming a mile away. We move on from there. Alright, after that we get the beautiful, heartfelt, sad Scott Hall tribute, where we had X-Pac, Triple H, Hogan, Nash, a few others, remembering Scott Hall, stuff like that. Very sad, very tear-jerking. Very good. Should have done that at the beginning of the show, but it is what it is. Alright, after that sadness, we get to a long recap of Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, as they're still friends, but now Rollins wants Owens' spot at WrestleMania. So just to hype up the main event. Alright, then we look back at what happened to Bianca Belair being attacked by Becky Lynch, which resulted, like I said, in throat trauma. That's not good. And that's it. Alright, then we go to your main event, which lasted almost 15 goddamn minutes. Alright, so the match started at officially 10:43 at night. So it started at like 10:30. Owens came out, and it took 15 minutes for 2 commercials, a recap, and Bianca's update to get to this goddamn match. Filler. They went pretty much back and forth. Owens catches the dive, though hits a Laser Ramon fall-away slam into the barricade. Ow. Goes to the backsplash, crushes Rollins on the barricade. Ow. As we go to break, we come back. Owens hits the cannonball in the corner for a near fall. Kicks Rollins right in the knee. He's going after that for a little bit of the match. Rollins goes right back with a downward spiral into the corner. Then a sling blade. Then he goes outside, hits the jumping top rope knee, which sends Owens to the outside. He hits a suicide dive, followed by another one over the announcer's table. Then I hit Byron Saxton. Damn. They go back in, a super kick into the big frog splash by Kevin Owens. Puts him back in control. But they go up top. Kevin hits that patented spinning fisherman superplex for a near fall. Goes for the stunner, gets blocked. Owens is almost ran into the referee in the corner. The referee gets sent to the outside. Rollins then with a 1925 roll-up, but there's no ref. Then the ref comes in, 1, 2, kick out. Rollins starts yelling at the referee. He starts going, Owens puts the referee in the corner. He's like, oh, it was on the outside. Then he turns around, goes for the stomp and missed, and messed up his knee. That leads to Owens hitting the stunner. And that's basically it. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens goes to WrestleMania, where he will interview and probably fight and get beat up by Stone Cold Steve Austin. So there you go. It was a pretty good match, not like their match at WrestleMania 36, but not bad for what it was worth. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we get that. And yeah, pretty much that's it for Monday Night Raw. Commentary did, I think it was Corey Graves on commentary said that Seth Rollins' dream is now a nightmare. It was dashing nightmare or something like that. I think he said Seth Rollins' dream was dashed, now it's a nightmare. Cody Rhodes references. So we'll see what happens with that. Next week in Chicago, where is Cody gonna be in Chicago? We'll see. We will see what happens with that. But all in all, pretty meh freaking Monday Night Raw. And that's all I gotta say about that. So I gave Raw 6 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section of the video. And don't forget to, as always, like the video, hit the subscribe button in my pants down below in the description box. Check out all my channels. Give them your love and support. Share them with your friends. Share this video with your friends as well. Follow me on social media. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to hit the bell. Get notified. And hopefully, YouTube will send out my videos. If not, then unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit the bell again. And hopefully that'll work. If not, then, well, blame Susan. That cunt. Anyway, alright, we'll move on. We're gonna finish up with with some comments, and then we're gonna get out of here. And well, NXT is about to start in 3 minutes, so maybe I'll go into a little bit of NXT as we go in. Alright, I got Desmond Miles in the chat. What's up, Desmond? How you doing? They talk amongst themselves. Lauren's good, chilling with the doggy. Okay. Lawrence says, smash them likes, guys. It helps with the viewer algorithm. It does, kind of. I already got 2 likes so far right now. But that is what it is. Alright, Nick says Titus Catering with the good old steak. The Titus makes a mean old steak and Dana Brooks' horrible cookies. But I digress. Lawrence says slobber knocker is what's gonna be. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, Prince is laughing at my Mike Awesome impression. Hey, Mike Awesome. Yeah. Lawrence says, hey, Mike. Lawrence says, hey, yo, Mike. Hey, Mike, hey, Lauren, how you doing? Okay. Now, get out of here. Alright, after that, okay, Prince says, Pete, tell him what it's like to have the Prince wildcard on your channel. Tell me what it does for your channel. It helps a lot. It helps a lot. I'm getting like between 5. We had 8 people in the chat watching. We had 8 people watching. I think it was yesterday. Not yesterday. The day before on Sunday. We had at most 8 people. So not my highest ever. Well, highest since like a couple years ago when my Money in the Bank review from like a few years ago when Oscar won that. I had 320 people watching my video. I started off slow, then out of nowhere went up to like 100, 250, 300 because some guy was like really a troll sent out the link to my video, and it's just a whole ton of people just started coming in. Mostly was trolls, but I went with it. But still, that was not my highest rated video, but my highest amount of people that have been in my watching was 330 people. Can I get there again? Man, hopefully. I would love to get to 300 or more. You know, maybe I can get to JD's level and get to around 2,000, 3,000 people watching my thing, but, you know, in due time. In due time. But thanks to, you know, now that I got the prints, the sky's the limit. So, and I took it from that, you know, from Schmuck's view. And I said, alright, I go. Oh, here it is. Alright, let's go to NXT, because I have the good old clicker with me. Gotta change CNN. Still talking about the fucking war. Alright, now we'll just have the signature for NXT, and we're about to be live! With NXT 2.0. Alright, we'll finish that off, and then we got that. Alright, Nick says 2006 was King Booker. Okay, so it was off a year. Move on. Alright, Kenny's back. He says, hey guys. Hey, what's going on? Okay, Lauren says, I was there for both inductions. Nice. Alright, so NXT starts with the triple threat match for the NXT title. We saw Dolph Ziggler get the win. So, we're going to have Dolph Ziggler on Miz TV. So, Miz makes his NXT debut tonight. So, that's kind of cool. Okay. Lauren says Ginger will probably be gone. Move on from that. 10 minutes to NXT. Well, NXT's on right now. Got that. Lauren says 87. That was a Ricky Steamboat incident with Macho Man, WrestleMania 3. Prince Manuel says we're eating popcorn here at the Palace of Wisdom. Hey, give me some, bastard. Move on. All right, we got my good buddy from the XWF days, the Insanity Plex. As always, saying he's gay as hell. Whatever rocks your boat, dude. Also, Nick says Young Rock is about to go on, the second season opener. So we get that. Now the Miz is about to come out for Miz TV, making his NXT debut. You know, doing his whole stuff. Miz is now relegated to NXT. So, get that. So his guests are going to be Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Molf Ziggler. Let me move on from there. Alright, so like I said, Nick says Young Rock's about to go on. This season 2 premiere. Premiere. I have it already on DVR. I'll watch that later. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting season for Young Rock, you know, young Dewey, is in the ring and he just starts beating people up. Then he's at dinner and he flips over a table. Then I think he puts I don't know who it was. I think it was Junkyard Dog or some guy. Maybe it was Tony Atlas in a hold. And his mom's like, "What are you doing?" What did I say? That sign was weird. It's like, yeah, Mary E. Where's Maurice? We'll move on from there. Anyway, so yeah, we got the Insanity Plex saying he's gay, and we don't know that. Alright, Lauren says, hey, Plex, or Pelx. Okay, Insanity Plex says, hey, good morning. Well, it is, good morning to you in overseas, in London, or wherever you may be. It's, 1 o'clock in the morning. In London. Jolly old London. Cheerio. Let's have some tea and crumpets with the Queen. Alright, we move on from that. Alright, final comment of the night from my good buddy Prince Manuel. Thank you, Nick. I'm one of the hottest young producers in the game, and thank you, Pete. Hashtag Prince Manuel, hottest young producer, something action. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so Miz now brings out the champ, Dolph Ziggler, and Bobby Roode. Yeah. I don't know how long Ziggler's gonna hold that belt, but probably won't be too long. Anyway, All right, Nick says Season 2 of Young Rock starts off with Rocky and Tony Atlas becoming WWF Tag Team Champions. Remember that? Early 80s WWF, yeah. Before it became the WWF, before WrestleMania 1, of course. So we'll move on from there. Alright, so I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to watch NXT. How much power do I have? I got 6% on my phone, so I'm going to really have to do this really quickly. So, as always, we're going to do our really quick thank yous of the night. So, here we go. Thank you to Prince Idol for being the biggest part of my show and a great guy. Move on to that. Thank you to Nick for being my tribal chief of the chat. And one great guy, too. Move on from there. Thank you to Lauren for being my tribal queen. And I know. So we got that. Move on from there. Thank you to the Insanity Plex for being a weird motherfucker. Move on from that. I got 2 more. Thank you to Kenny, just because. And our final thank you of the night goes to. Thank you to Desmond Miles for first time coming in. Thank you very much. Alright. That's it. That's all your thank yous. My phone's about to die, so I'm going to quickly wrap this up. And I've got a couple of more new... okay, Nick says, wait, why is The Miz on NXT? It's basically to, hype up Dolph Ziggler. Now we got Braun Breaker. He commandeers a car. Like, he came out of a... I don't know what just happened. So, blah, blah, blah. It says earlier today that, he was looking for Ziggler, then he got into a car and then drove off. Basically, now Rude and Ziggler's like, oh, he's a sore loser. Stuff like that. Okay, Nick's switching between NXT and Young Rock. That's just fun for you. I'm going to watch NXT, and I'm going to watch Young Rock probably later or tomorrow. But I got things to do tomorrow and Thursday, so it is what it is. So my NXT review may come late. Maybe Thursday or maybe Friday. At this point, I don't know. But yeah, my review is going to be coming a little bit late this week because I'm so busy with everything else in my life. So, but stay tuned. I will be doing my reviews just maybe different days, and that's pretty much it. So if it doesn't come tomorrow, later tonight, could probably come tomorrow night, and then AEW will be coming on Thursday, most likely, sometime Thursday night, maybe. And then SmackDown and Rampage coming your way probably on Saturday. And don't forget Rampage at 11:30 p.m. this Friday night. And that's it. All right, that's it. That's it. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna get out of here because my phone's about to die. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. Raw, like I said, gets 6 out of 10 stars. And that's pretty much it. So, that's it. Thank you for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on. Rock hard with your Colgate. Or anything else out. Just don't splash on me. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. And if you're not down with that, me, Nick, Lauren, and Prince Manuel, not Prince Idol anymore, Prince Manuel, and everybody else in the prophecy, which is real, ladies and gentlemen, the realest thing on YouTube. It's going to get bigger, and it's going to get better. It's going to be #1 in the YWC pretty damn soon. I guarantee that. So, to me and everybody else in the prophecy, if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. I'm out of here. Peace.